I decorated my room with tons of lighting from the 2000s, and I know there's some that you forgot about, and hopefully this video lights up some memories for you. And let's get started. Figure out how we got to this awesome 2000s lighting room setup. We got to start with the individual pieces of the collection. So what we have right here are all the lava lamps that I have in my current possession. This guy was the one I've had for many years. This is one that my father gave me. This is one I got as a gift kind of like 2 years ago. And these three on the right are the ones that I got from Goodwill at different points in time. As you can see with this one, the wax is kind of not really melting right. Some of it's liquidy and some of it's hard on top. This one hasn't even started yet. These all started at the same time, and this one isn't even going yet. It requires a specific bulb because this piece that usually would heat the wax up is plastic. Most lava lamps are going to use this rounded style of bulb, but this specific one needs to have a more fixated, concentrated light. That way it heats up and allows the wax to form. This big guy right here needed to actually be fixed because the wax was separating, and what you can do is you can just pop the cap on top, you let all the liquid drain out, you put distilled water back into it. Don't put running tap water from your house into the lava lamp. Turn the lava lamp back on, let the wax mix together. What you're seeing right here is the final result. It's a little cloudy because we didn't like do a full transfer of like clean distilled water. This guy I got because it just is a cool, unique shape. This video is a perfect guide for explaining lava lamps, and it will help to explain why when I look for lava lamps, I aim to find older ones. So now what we got is a SpongeBob switch plate. Now this is actually a retro sort of switch plate for your wall from 2003. It supposedly glow in the dark. I don't know how it glows in the dark. So we're gonna put this SpongeBob faceplate onto this guy. And I got paint color so that we can color his nose from the actual switch to match the actual faceplate. I think that's enough damage we're gonna do to SpongeBob. Let's see what the glow looks like. Oh, check that out. And to get a better look at what I did earlier, you can see I just painted the nose, and then I just painted this part down here. Matched the line so it matches the lip, and then up here I matched the screw notch so that it matches the eyeballs. We actually have a secret thing that we're gonna put into the 2000s room lighting. It's a freaking exit sign, an industrial exit sign that I thrifted from Goodwill. Look at that. For $10, we found a freaking exit sign. So we're gonna put that in the build. So the fish aquarium lamp is a popular aesthetic lately because it's a kind of a Frutigo arrow aesthetic. The cool thing about this that I remember as a kid is it's really loud. You can kind of hear the motor that's going on this. This came in multiple styles, but the fish aquarium style is the one that a lot of people remember. In the 90s, Spencer had a more cylinder shape, and these lamps are considered to be called Rabbit Tanica. So if you're trying to look for these online, Google Rabbit Tanica and even search that on Google. You'll actually find a lot of licensed types of these lamps, but for these rectangle styles, you're really just looking at the fish aquarium, sometimes a safari one from Discovery Kids. Out of all the lights that we're gonna cover today, this is one of my personal favorites, and I got mine from my childhood from a ticket arcade. So something that I bought on Amazon, and I'm a little upset because there's not a wall outlet version. I remember the wall outlet fiber optic lamp, but I bought this on Amazon, and a lot of them are battery operated. So it looks like, thank God this one does not have batteries, because I don't want battery operated anything. I want to be able to just turn on a light switch and this activates. So we just have to plug this guy in right here, slide this on top, and we kind of got something going. It's like it works and then it's not working. Is there any instructions on this thing? Touch 1, touch 3 to turn off. Okay, touch 1 for RGB, touch 3 times. I don't know, not what I was expecting to see a whole 15 years later. So I had to order a couple things and they weren't super cheap. So make sure you give this video a like because I put a lot of effort into it. So we're gonna start with this guy. This guy's gonna be a disco ball. Look how retro this box is. Rotating disco ball, 6-inch, swivels 360 degrees, 46 points of light, no battery required because we're gonna be plugging this bad boy in. This disco ball is from 2004. We'll also open up this guy as well. We got ourselves a Stop light. Now look at this box as well. Ooh, that is super vintage, and I love the text of it. Look at that. Stop light. The fancy text that you always see in the old days. This one's actually very old as well. I don't know, somewhere online said this one was from 2001, which I have to believe them because it looks very vintage. This is much bigger than the one that I had as a kid. Oh, so we got like a Nickelodeon slime green base. That's really awesome as well. Oh, I'm excited for this. Let's find a cable to plug it in. For the moment of truth, I'm really hoping this doesn't have a rotating issue. We're gonna turn it on. Oh, that is sick. Let's go. So the next thing we're gonna cover is this weird, we have a lampshade that's off because we're gonna take this guy out and we're gonna put something in that, I don't know if a lot of you guys remember, but we have this thing from Sunbeam called the Mighty Bulb. Now, what they're also called is like, what?
Mighty Blub.
Mighty Blub? What the fuck? Why is it not called Mighty Bulb? So what we have is a Sunbeam Mighty Blub. And I got this actually from Goodwill too. Goodwill is just a great place to find cool things. So it's kind of, it feels gross to hold. It looks like someone just hot glued this guy. But let's slide it in this lampshade. And that's kind of what they were used for. You'd find these all the time at Spencer's in the 90s and early 2000s. Kind of give it a good little tight. And then hopefully it doesn't pop. Boom! Look at that. That's pretty awesome. Because there's like a silicone layer on top of it. It's not too bright, and it's just the right amount of awesomeness to put in the side of a corner of your dorm room in the early 2000s. Now, I haven't had this for super long on because we just turned this on. I don't know how this would last like 2-3 hours of use. It might be like a lava lamp issue where it might overheat and all these might start to fail and it might drip. So now we have a black light, and the cool thing about this was I got this because it was a CD stand. So you can actually put CDs. Right here we actually got the Madagascar soundtrack, and you just slide them in right here. I don't know how like useful a stand like this is. It only holds about maybe 24 CDs in total. I don't know if really people had black lights. I just know of all kind of like the jokes behind don't have a black light in your room. This, when I had the box, it was beat up, so I threw it out. This is actually from 2002 or 2004. So the next thing that we have is a plasma ball. This is something I got from a Halloween decoration a couple years ago, but we're just gonna turn around because we just want to show off the plasma. Well, this is really cool because all you have to do is just kind of put something near it, and if you can kind of tell, something looks like it wants to jump to my finger. You can kind of put about 2 points down before it starts to freak out, and then draw power to where it's got the most pressure. When I put my hand on this, you can kind of feel the power of like the plasma or the electricity flowing through you, but it's not enough to shock you. Of course, these are dangerous, just like most of these things in here. I don't know if I would keep these on for a really long time, but these are really cool if you just get like 1 or 2 of these things to kind of keep in your house. You want to monitor them because, again, a lot of this is old tech. Would not trust these to be on if I was not in the house. So we're gonna put this stoplight right around here. I just have to get a stud finder, and I'm gonna take it out of the box to make sure it turns on because I ain't putting this on if it's not working. I actually never had one of these as a kid, and this room is starting to feel like an iCarly set. I don't know, like just do a quick pan and look at this. It looks like we're gonna do some random dancing in about 5 minutes. Wow, it even still has the shrink wrap. We just put it on the wall and YOLO. Did we just set it all up, put a hole in the wall? Maybe we could just put a tack. This is always the fun part, trying to find the damn hole. Oh, boom, just like that. I got nowhere to plug this in, holy shit. We could unplug this ugly, fake, disgusting aesthetic light. All this stupid TikTok crap. Blech. Unplug this guy. All right, moment of truth. Oh! Let's freaking go. Oh! What's going on? What is going on? It's like tripping. So I say the best thing for last. We got the freaking industrial exit sign that I'm gonna put towards the door so people who aren't nostalgic can get out of here. So we're gonna take this paper to make sure that we do a pretty solid job of where the holes are at, because I want to make sure this is perfect. Oh, I may have gone too high. Oh shit, is that perfect? What? I got it exactly perfect? No way. I didn't even account for the height. I completely forgot about that. Wow, dude, she doesn't even know what to do right now. She thinks all those lights are lasers. Grand opening day. Let's get this exit light plugged in. I'm really hoping it does not blow up on me. No way. Oh, dude. Some of this stuff just makes me laugh. How did we even get to this? A few honorable mentions for lights I didn't include in my 2000 room are glow-in-the-dark stickers. These are very fun but permanent room lighting that I just didn't want to go through the hassle of marking my entire walls with. Wall night lights are also a very nostalgic thing, and depending on the licensed ones that you had will make the difference in your room. Sparkle lamps are a style of lamp I've seen a lot growing up. Being a guy, I just didn't seem to care about these much. They have small crystal-like parts that refract light, making them the perfect room night light. And last was the novelty siren lights that simulated lights found on surface vehicles. So the grand finale, we're gonna enter the MTV crib. Let's check it out. We got ourselves this stoplight over here, just kind of flickering. This is how people really treat traffic. They just be running through stoplights because that's how they act like it is. Then we got ourselves the freaking plasma ball. Check this out. Zzz. Then we got ourselves a black light. Then we have the Ubo light. Pretty much one of my new favorite things. Then we got the cool rotating disco ball with a Nick Green slime base. Then we got ourselves a rotating fish aquarium light. Then we got the fiber optic light. Last but not least, we got ourselves the lava lamp display. Some of them are going off and we still after 4 hours, it's not really wanting to budge. The whole 2000s lighting room completed. I did this because nostalgia is important to me. I'm just really a huge fan of the things that made my childhood what it was. And if you like that kind of content, be sure to subscribe because I have a lot more in store. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next video.